Yo, what is up, YouTube? We're back again for another video. You already know what's going down. LaMELO Ball season highlights. We still on the NBA draft, pre-draft, whatever you want to call it, highlight run. That's what we're on, at least for the next couple of weeks. I hope you guys are staying safe, all that good stuff. I've been on a little LaMELO Ball run. Been catching up with Ball in the Family, had a little more time to watch that. You know, I don't really watch much TV, but I love watching Ball in the Family on Facebook when I get to. That was not an advertisement. Let's get into it, man. Of course, he bought this team this week. LaMELO Ball is kind of a low-key draft. You guys know that. So by far, you know, regardless of what year the draft would have been, he probably would have been the most famous person in the draft. But he's definitely the most famous person in this very low-key draft. You know, the big three, obviously, with him, Anthony Edwards and James Wiseman. Isaac over there at Auburn is also a guy who's been in many conversations, and what Americans know, who Americans know in this year's draft, Obi Toppin, Cole Anthony, guys like that. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video highlights. Let's watch this. 17 points per game, 7.5 rebounds per game, 7 assists per game. He had a couple triple doubles. LaMELO Ball, we've been growing up watching him. You know the story. Grew up, had his up years, his, you know, all that stuff, his immature years, and now he seems like he's a much more mature guy, just being around older people all the time and being a professional for a couple seasons now. So let's go see LaMELO Ball highlights with the ILLAWARRA Hawks. I'm sorry for even announcing or attempting to pronounce that name. Let's get it. All right, I don't think we have sound right here. So there's a nice little dish pass down there. David Anderson is on the team. Shout out, a former Atlanta Hawk. He never played for the Hawks. He just had his, you know, his rights with the Hawks and stuff. There's LaMELO with the nice little yo-yo handle and a nice pass right there. This is way better competition than what he had over there. And hold on, let me turn this down. Hey, okay. It's a nice little beat. But no, way better competition than what he had over there in Lithuania. So yeah, this is LaMELO. Okay, okay. All right. Nice pick and roll game. Nice pick and roll game right there. You know, LaMELO's always been an underrated passer in my opinion. There we go. All right. Nice little, I like his little kind of hook pass he has. It's kind of like his signature, being 6'7". He's grown so tall, you see right there, he just looked over the point guard and shoot, shot it over the court. Oh, there we go with the, oh, okay. Nice vision right there. He loves those screens, those pick and rolls. Atlanta runs that a lot. When you just think about potential fits or whatever at the top. There we go, nice little, he's doing a lot of, you know, it's weird with his passes. I don't know if that's like an arm strength thing or just a comfort thing, but you don't really see that much with people's. But yeah, LaMELO's always been a good passer, man. It's nice to see him like actually grow. That's a very shitty pass. I can't get over it. But it's nice to see him grow into his own and be like the leader of a grown professional team. In Lithuania, obviously, it wasn't like that. His teammates didn't like him. He didn't really like his teammates. He didn't really like the coach. He wasn't playing them, and to prove himself, you gotta think a guy like this. Look at that. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man. His driving is nice. They let him wear a black mask in Australia. That's nice. And one. Okay. Nice finish. You know he could score. You already know what he could do with scoring. We know that. Mr. 72 points. You know what I'm saying? There we go, up and under 92 points, I actually think it was. There we go, all right. Splakak, shout out to Los. Here we go, spin move. Ooh, what you doing? Ooh, stop and pop, let's get it. Okay, already, all day. Come on, man, LaMELO, okay, all right. Catch and shoot, oh, let me handle it a little bit. You know I could do that too. Oh, ooh, spin move, he can't guard me. He can't guard you, Melo. Here we go, Melo using that link, 6'7", nice wingspan. Here we go, oh, behind the back in the dunk. You wouldn't see that a couple years with Melo, y'all know that. But that's obviously what happens when you grow to 6'7", and you know, you've been working on your game every day. There we go, nice little tough finish there in the lane. So a large concern that people have, you're probably not gonna see many defensive highlights in this highlight, but you know, a lot of things that people say about LaMELO is his defense. And, you know, just my response to that is, first of all, you have to look at Lonzo. Lonzo, his brother, is a great defender. But that's something that was always going for him, even when his offense was struggling first coming into the league. And then also just, you know, his growth spurt. That 6'7", it means a lot. You've been seeing that from LaMELO his whole life, since he was 15, 14 years old, since we've heard of this kid. But, you know, on defensive end, the reason why I'm not concerned for him, and I think he can get better defensively, he has the ability to, just with his build, is his wingspan. He has long arms, he's 6'7", so, you know, as long as you have kind of like the stature, you can, you know, you can fill out a frame. You can get a guy in the weight room on an NBA training plan, on a, you know, a professional training plan and all that. And, you know, especially if he's a guy as competitive as Melo is, because Melo is one of those hoop junkies. Him and Trae Young, like, those guys might be extremely famous. I talked about it last summer when I reacted to their Rico Hines workouts. Both of those guys are extremely famous, extremely flashy offensive players, but they are basketball junkies. Like, all they do is basketball. Like, basketball is like their hobby and their passion and their job all in one. So I'm not too concerned about him. Just with fame, obviously he's been famous his whole life, so he's dealt with it well. You know, he was immature when he first started, but like I said, when he first started, he was 14. So to have that immature stage and to learn from his brother, being a professional and just being in the spotlight, dealing with his father, you know, giving them that spotlight and stuff like that. LaMelo's prepared for it, man. He's prepared for it. He's war ready. Shout out to Roddy Witch. There we go. Nice little shot. You know what he could do right there. But it was nice how he, you know, surveyed the floor and made sure it's the best shot. That's his old looking shot. His old looking jump shot used to look like that with the little springs. You see it's kind of like, you know, transformed to a little more conventional looking shot. Nice steal there. Those long arms and up and under. You glide in easily. Here we go, stop and pop right there. Yes, sir. Here he goes. He's looking at the defense, looking at what the defense is giving him, taking his time. He's not rushing. He's not just being a volume shooter. He's looking at what the defense is giving him again right there. Here he goes. He's on alert. He's looking at the floor. He's looking who he has right there running with him, and he decides to take it himself. Here he goes. You know what he got with the handle on the jump shot. You've been seeing that. That's 14-year-old Melo right there. Here we go. Just a catch and shoot. Just taking what the defense is giving him, but also being alert, being aggressive, coming back to the ball. The plays are probably designed for him down there. Stop and go right there. Here he goes. He knew the pressure was coming. He knew he was gambling. He made him pay for it. Drove to the lane, easy. He's not rushing it. He's letting the game come to him. That's one thing Melo has always kind of had. I remember with his Spire highlights. I reacted to him like last Thanksgiving tournament, and with Spire, and he was too cool for my liking. And you know, he was killing the game still in high school with Spire. He's still the best player on the team. You know, Rocket Watts was on the team, and they had another guy on that team who was pretty legit, D1, high-level D1 guys. But it was just too cool, and it seemed like it was too easy for him. But as you see here, a little better competition, and he's still just taking his time. He's just a mellow guy. Like, I think, obviously, no pun intended, but that just goes perfectly. His nickname goes perfectly with him. There you go. Okay, cross. Yep, lay it in. Here he goes, looking at what the defense is giving him and just driving to the hole. He sees a little hole there and just drives. There we go. All right, LaMELO now taking his man. You can't guard him from there. He's just going to beat you. All right, there you go. That little finger roll, that little switch hands, you know. That's real nice. So yeah, that's LaMELO Ball, man. The Knicks fans want him. Knicks, do you want him? Golden State. I don't see why Golden State would get him. I think they will probably get Wiseman if they end up in the top 3. If not Wiseman, I don't know who they get, because you have such an obvious big three. So in the draft, so I don't see anybody getting someone outside of, you know, someone who is in the big three. But we shall see. Anyways, that's the latest installment of draft highlights, looking at draft highlights from guys at the top of the draft. We're gonna start with the big three, obviously, and then kind of work our way down from there. Rashad Milligan, until next time, take care of yourself, stay safe, stay inside the house, unless you absolutely need to go outside. It's Easter this upcoming week. Don't even think about it. If you're bored, embrace the boredom. Stay on YouTube. Do anything except for go outside and interact with a bunch of people and touch a bunch of people and get closer to 6 feet than a bunch of people, all right? Until next time.